Why, hello. What's up? I am still in yesterday's clothes, but don't worry. I'm gonna get into something better than this. I'm just trying to process things. If you see my last video, you know that I had a job interview and I didn't get the job. Which there's a rhyme and reason for it. Maybe there's something better for me down the line. Maybe God's saying, this one you're probably not going to enjoy. You're not going to get the experience that you desire and you deserve. So I just have to, I just have to pray on it, and I have been praying on finding a better job, because obviously the current job is not to my liking anymore. And that's okay too, because, people grow out of one job, and that's what I did, and that's acceptable. I'm not, my thing is I'm not wanting to stay in food for the rest of my life. What I want to do is make a difference in someone's life, and I enjoy talking. I enjoy doing all of that, I enjoy, obviously I talk to you guys on a regular basis, or not a regular basis these days, but you know what I'm saying? Like I talk to you guys on, when I'm on live and this, that, and a third. So what is that any different than talking to strangers in the real world? But yeah, like I said, I have to continue to move forward and press forward and, not get into that habit and that mind frame that, oh, I didn't get this job, it's the end of the world, I might as well give up, like blah, 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 blah. Because I always do that. I always run and do that. I'm doing something different. I'm not going to get depressed and down and say my life is over with type of attitude. I'm going in with more of a positive mind frame, saying, well, it didn't work out. God didn't want me in this position, so there must be something better that he has for me, and that's what I'm accepting at this point, and I'm staying more positive with it, and I know that a lot of people probably would be like, oh shit, rejection, let's just not even worry about doing anything else. Me, I'm like, nah, forget this. I'm working on it. I'm working on what I need to do in order to get out of my current job and quit being miserable there, to go in somewhere where I enjoy, and I'm going to have an experience that probably will be with me for a lifetime, and gain new friendships along the way with other people in my job field. And like, what I mean by that, my colleagues. So that's what I'm looking at, and that's how it's going to be. I'm staying positive, and I'm going to try to stay in the right mind frame. I'm not going to dwell in it. I'm not going to get depressed in it. I'm not going to, woe is me type of attitude. That's not going to happen for me. So today is Friday, and it is January the 24th. And we're just going to move forward. We're going to enjoy the day. We're going to not be so upset about it. I mean, I was a little bummed about it, but it is what it is. So let's keep moving forward, and you guys just pray for me that I get a good job. Got my background characters right here. One thinks she's the main star, and he is just the supporting actor. Okay. I thought today, because I'm fixing to get ready. I just did my face cleanse stuff, that we would just sit down and talk. So grab you a cup of your favorite coffee, or get you a snack, get you a drink, get you some water, get your little stuffed animals and your blankets and your pillows if you're in your bed or on your couch watching me. And let's just talk. I have some things to say anyway, because I think that it's something that needs to be talked about regarding myself. Okay, now I'm not one to gossip about others, but I am okay with gossiping about myself, I guess. So I don't know if anybody knows this about me. I don't know if I've ever said anything about being this way or not. I feel like I don't really talk about this because it's like something that I deal with and I handle. And you guys can tell, and you guys might not. I don't know. But I'm a very independent person. Like, when I say I'm very independent, like, I gotta do everything myself. Like, I need to. I mean, because I know that if I do it, it's gonna get done. And it's gonna get done in my eyes, in my perspective, the right way. And I know that's very messed up. It's not, it's I'm trying to learn that, maybe your way's not always the right way. Maybe you need to ask and seek for help, because maybe you struggle more than you think you do, and that's where you're at today. Now that we got that, I have little to no patience sometimes. I'm working on that. Like, I have a lot of things that I am working on this year. This year is a time for your boy to work on a lot of things. Now, I don't know if you guys know this about me or not, but I have been out of addiction for 9 years. So what that means is that I have been in recovery this whole time that I've been doing YouTube, minus 1 year. So when you guys first saw me, I was in like the pits of my addiction. Now, mind you, I don't know if I really uploaded when I was high. I think I would just be not as high. Does that make sense? As I thought I wasn't as high. Let's just put it that way. But anyway, so the second year that I was on YouTube and I was at my grandma's house and stuff like that, I was literally trying to figure out who I was and figure out being in recovery, and I was going to church and I was doing all these different things to do better in my life. And so, of course, I never said anything because I didn't know how anybody and everybody out there would have felt if I would have just came on and said, I am an addict. I like pain pills. I don't like pain pills anymore, obviously, or else I'd still be on them. But you know what I'm saying? That was my drug of choice, was pain pills. And if you want me to talk about my story, let me know, because I'm more than happy to open up and talk about it. At the end of last year, around Christmas time, it was the week before Christmas, I had went to church. Now, the church that we went to is not the idealistic church that I would go to, because I'm a very, I want to have my church not be so speaking in tongues and doing all that other crazy stuff. I want people to just come to church and worship and enjoy God and have a moment with Him, and you know what I'm saying? And the whole reason I go to church is to get more educated in the Bible, more educated with myself and God and my relationship. That's why I go, is to try. And every day I'm doing my part in being with my Father. Mind you, I bought this, which is a daily devotional book. It is a Celebrate Recovery book, and it's a devotional book. So it's pretty much a guide every day that I do. One of my peoples from church, and also is the wife of my roommate's boss, for Christmas gave me this book, this Bible. I will never, I want to use it, like I'm probably going to use it for a while, but I don't want to use it just because of how special it is to her. And it is kind of special to me, because this Bible helped her get through losing one of her kids. And her giving this to me, I feel honored, because she didn't have to give me this. This is a huge gift for me, in a sense that where I've been in my life with God, you know, I've pulled back from him. Even through my recovery, I've done it. And, you know, I started doubting him, and I was like, you know, why are you, you know, I would ask God all the time. I said, you know, if you love me so much, why are you putting me through all this, you know? And I could never understand it, you know? And there was a reason, because only the strong he knows that only his strong children can get through what he's put me through. And I don't understand why he chose me to be that strong, and I'll never know, you know? And that's okay, because I've come to accept that. But this woman gave me this Bible, and I will cherish this, and it will be put up safe as long as I have it in my hands. And I'll probably have it in my hands for a long time, because this person has made a huge dent in my life, next to my best friend and my daughter and my family. And she is so important to me, right? And she didn't have, I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional, but this is just part of this channel, because I'm just always emotional nowadays. I don't know what it is. I've just been so emotional lately. I think it's just because I'm gaining a better relationship with God. But she doesn't realize how much she has done for me in the little amount of time that I've known her. And I can never repay her back for all the stuff that she's done for me. Just like my best friend. It will be an eternity before I'm able to pay these people back, because they are tremendous people, amazing people. And I'm very proud of having these people in my life, and I'm very lucky, and I think that God sent them to me, because I needed them. I really did. But anyway, thank God I didn't thank God I didn't put my makeup on yet, because it would all be gone. But anyway, after that emotional spiel, before she gave me that Bible and everything, because she gave it to me for Christmas, I had, the week before, I had went to church, and I was going through a lot, and I'll talk about that here in a second. And I didn't know what to do, because I felt like I didn't have any control of it at this point. You know, I didn't know how to go about doing it, you know, and usually I always have a game plan when it comes to stuff, you know. And so I just, you know, I just let it out. It was also, if you remember me losing my good friend and ex-boyfriend DeAndre about 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years in a few weeks. It was also his mother's church that I had went to, so I was really emotional with that. Going into it, I was like, oh my God, like this is the same church that his mom's going to forever. And I love his mom. His mom is the sweetest, most amazing woman that I've ever met in my entire life. She looked at me like I was one of hers, and she didn't have to. But anyway, going in there to that church for the first time in almost 3 years was like, I had not really like processed his death like I was supposed to. Like I didn't grieve it or nothing as I should have. And I went in there and all of these emotions were already like hitting me. And I grieved properly that day. God allowed it. And I was able to just be like, you know what, God? These problems that I'm dealing with is in your hands now. You guide me and you tell me what route I need to go on in order to make it the way it's supposed to be for me and my, for me and everyone, in my life. And I did that. And I was so emotional and so drained afterwards. We actually went out afterwards to dinner for Christmas with the woman that gave the Bible and her husband and a bunch of other people. And so she gave, this gift was in there. Mind you, I did not know she was giving me a gift. I gave her a gift. I gave her and her and her husband a gift. And, they were just silly little gifts. A couple of gift cards to take them out to go on a date with. I gave her like a nice little like gift card to get her some coffee. I got him some crazy socks, the whole 9 yards, the whole thing, right? And I got home because I didn't open my gift when I was there, of course. Making sure my lids were still sticky. Anyway, so I went home. I was home for about an hour, opened the gift. I was like, oh, it's probably just going to be like some like, maybe a gift card and a few little minor things like a candle or something, A lot of people give women candles and bath stuff, if they don't know exactly what to get somebody for Christmas. That's usually here. I don't know about everywhere else, like for Christmas, right? So opened it up and I was like, I was carrying it. I was like, God, this is heavy. So I assumed it was a candle. There was a little candle in there. Don't know where it's at right now. Oh, it's sitting up on my thing. But anyway, it was a little candle, and then there was like some cute little like hot chocolate spoon thingies. And then that Bible was in there, and let's see if I have it in my prayer book. I have like a little prayer book. It's like a prayer guidebook kind of thing. So I laid everything on the altar for him to just handle and deal with. It's in his hands at this point. And so that was a huge thing for me because I had never gotten emotional at church before, like crying like hysterically. Another thing that I never had done was did that, like just been like, it's in your hands, God, just your decision is the right decision, the right outcome, the way you have it, you know what I mean? So that was really difficult because I've never been that type of person before, other than when I got saved, and that was when I was 9 years old, of course. So yeah, that's one thing that I'm working on myself, is to stop being so in control and try to have everything in my hands. It's okay not to be, I mean, it's still okay. It's okay to be independent, but it's okay to depend on others too. So I'm working on like a good little median there, you know, like middle spot with that. So that's something that, of course, I'm working on. We're going to talk about what I released on the altar to God. Let him handle it. And this was really hard for me to do, mind you. I was very hesitant about doing this because of the fact that I thought I could solve it. I could figure it out. And I couldn't. So I did it. And there's a lot of things that other things that I put on the altar, but the main one that I did was my family, letting them be happy that I am getting to a point in my life where I'm finally gonna not be struggling anymore. And they hate it. They can't stand it. Because they're all struggling, you know? And I think it's out of pure jealousy. And I want them to take that jealousy and be happy. Because one day my success and my, what I am doing now is going to pay off for them. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I have a lot of goals and in line for myself and for them, you know. And it's not that I should think about myself a lot, you know, and my daughter, and my daughter's in it, you know. My daughter is so much of the reason I'm doing all that I'm doing. It's just my family's part of it too, you know. And one day they're going to be a part of what the bigger aspect of things are going to be in my life that I have planned. And if they're not happy with what I'm doing now, they're not coming when it's time, when the time comes, you know. So I'm praying to God to maybe have them see things and be open and be supportive and not be so jealous and stuff. So I laid that on the altar. Another thing was, see, I've been doing peer support classes, community health work class. Like, I'm pretty much trying to get myself more educated than what I have been. Last time I went to school was in high school. I think I might have mentioned that I was in community health work class, but I passed my exam with 100. So that means I'm going to be officially certified in the next couple of weeks or a little bit longer. We'll see how long that's going to be. So, you know, now that I'm doing stuff for myself, you know, getting myself together, my dad especially feels very threatened because I think that he's scared that now that I'm working on improving my life, I'm going to take Shiloh. I'm not taking her out of their life, but I am going to eventually want her to live with me. You know, that was the end goal, was for me to get her back. You know, that's what I've always worked on, was making sure since they've had her, to get her back. Hence why I'm not living at my grandma's house anymore. I'm in an apartment. Got a really nice setup. I mean, it's not the best of the best, but it's a step up. Let's just put it that way. It's not a big step up, but it is a step up. You know what I'm saying? But it's, you know, me and my roommates made it a home. So, you know, hello. So anyway, they and see how I know this is because my dad and his wife came over to look at the apartment when we first moved in, and like I could just tell that my dad was just like, oh shit, she's getting her shit together. Like he had that look like, oh fuck, she's getting her shit together. Like she is getting it together. I'm like, yes, I am. Thanks for recognizing that. And you know, so I think that they kind of feel like a little threatened that mama's doing the work, you know? So they went, or I think that they conspired together and decided to lie to me about them needing to be having them to have temporary custody of my daughter officially, and for me to sign paperwork for it. I'm not signing anything. Not. No. Not doing that. Nope. If they want it, take me to court. That's the only way it's going to happen. So, if they don't like that, then just give me my fucking kid back. That's all it is. You know, and I'm pretty sure they're not. They're like, well, we'll work with you, you know, when you get a job and you have weekends, you can have the weekends and stuff. But I just want to let you know, this is what they said. Okay. You know, we'll let you have her over the weekends, but just to let you know, like, there's going to be times when we want to take her for the weekends and stuff. Well, you're going to recognize that you're going to work with me, because those weekends that you have my daughter, I'm going to have her throughout the week for a full week. That's what I'm going to tell them. That is exactly what I'm going to tell them, because you're not taking my time away from my kid anymore. No more. Just how it's going to be. You know? Sorry. But I'm not bending backwards anymore for them to just not allow me to do that. You know? I'm the mother. I'm biologically the mother. There's no paperwork set in stone by the state of North Carolina, by the judicial system of North Carolina, or in the county of Buncombe County, that says that my kid, you have custody of my kid. Matter of fact, I can come anytime and take my child. But I don't do that, because I know she is I'm physically, like with my schedule now, with my current job, I'm not able to do like the pickups, and I'm not going to be able to do the taking, well, maybe in the morning times now, but like not able to take her to school. So, you know, right now they're benefiting me by doing all that stuff. And not to sound like that, but it is true. But so my dad feels threatened. My dad and his wife feels threatened that I'm going to take my kid away from me. So this is why they're bringing up the whole temporary custody thing. Lying to me, saying that they need it due to the fact that for her to be seen by the doctors, they have to have full or temporary custody legally. Mind you, I've called every doctor in a doctor's office in Asheville that takes Medicaid. Straight up. Nothing. All they said that we had to sign a notarized note, and we've done that. So there is nothing hindering them from taking my daughter to the doctor. And if that's the issue, I will start taking my kid to the doctor. And you guys can come. That's just how it's going to be. And if they don't like it, tough tits, because I'm not signing no paperwork. I've always told them that if they need me in a doctor's office situation, or they need me for anything that's regarding me that the people need me for, because I am obviously the mother, I will go. Like, just let me know ahead of time so I can get off for that day, or see if maybe I can come in later or early or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I was willing to work with them on that. But no, they wanted to take it in their own hands, so that's on them. And I'm not signing my rights over to them at all. Like, it'll be a cold day in hell. Like, I'm gonna get a new job and I'm gonna lawyer up, and that's what's gonna happen. That's why I took it to the altar, because God told me to lawyer up, to fight for Shiloh, and that's what I'm doing. And actually, as a matter of fact, since Shiloh's 14 now, she can get on the stand and say where she wants to go. And I'm going to make it her decision. Not mine, not my dad's, and not his wife's. It's going to be Shiloh's decision on what she wants to do. Because I have a funny feeling that if they do all this, and they have temporary custody, the next step that they will be doing is trying to put child support on me. And I'll be damned if I'm paying child support, especially if I'm still seeing my daughter, I'm still buying her the necessities in life and stuff, and you guys want to still ask for child support. Not happening, Kevin. I might have been dumb about 1.5 years ago and would have been like, okay, let's do this. But now, girl stepped up her game. She's not falling for it. It's not happening. It'll be a long fighting process if that's what you want to do. Because I will get my child back. And in the state of North Carolina, the child will always come back to its mother. And the mother could be the worst mother. As long as that mother goes and does the steps that she needs in order to get this child back, the state will give her child back to her. It's pretty fucked up, but it is true. But I'm just saying, like, it's not going to be real hard for me to get my child back. Even if I have to come in with like 50 million reference letters from people who tell me that I'm a great mom and a good citizen and all this other stuff, yeah, I'm going to do it. But that's what God told me to do. Not in such a hateful way, but he said, fight for your daughter. Don't run. Don't fall. Don't give up. Don't do any of that. You need your daughter more now than anything, and your daughter needs you. Probably like, bull crap. No God would ever tell you to say that or to do that. I thought God was peaceful. He is peaceful, but this is the peaceful way that he's told me to do it. So I'm going by his guidance. And it has nothing to do with anybody coercing me into it. Then, another thing, I feel like my other family doesn't like the fact that I'm leaving. Not leaving, but like leaving my job and moving forward and getting a better job down the road. And I've worked my ass off to get these certifications and stuff and pass my courses with flying colors, and they're highly upset that I'm doing better. I don't know if it's out of jealousy. I don't know if it's out of like, well, why is she doing all this and I can't even whatever they're saying in their heads. I don't know. Because when I asked my brother, one of my brothers, I'm not going to say which one, to look for my diploma for my certifications, mind you, which was very important to me. It is important for me to get these certifications. He said, I'll keep an eye out on it. The fuck? Okay, well, next time you want me to do a favor for you, I'll be like, I'll see what I can do. Because you told me that. So keep that in mind. The revolving door swings both ways. And the energy that I'm going to match now is going to be the energy that you give me initially. Ask for one simple favor. Because my brother is living in my grandma's house right now, so where I used to live, so in that shithole. And they claim that they're getting it together. Have not seen any progress. They want to live in that shit. Let them live in that shit. But you go ahead and keep an eye out on it. Because I will promise you, if you don't keep an eye out on that and you don't find it, like my brother's been on thin ice with me here lately anyway. Not been as supportive, has been causing all kinds of drama with my kid that doesn't need to be. And of course, if you know anything about me, I'm Big Bad Mama Wolf over here. I'm going to fight for my kid. And I'm going to battle for her. I'll tell her to step away, let Mama deal with these things. And that, no. Ain't happening, Captain. You ain't going to be a grown-ass person fighting with my teenage daughter. That's not going to happen. You will find out. You will find out very quickly that you get my kid involved in any kind of drama or on your side, Mama's coming in. Baby girl, move, because I'm telling you, I'm coming. I'm coming, and I'm going to be blazing hell when I come. You thought you seen hell. You ain't seen hell until you seen the wrath of a mother. Hell hath no fury like a woman's scorn. Well, hell hath no fury like a mother's fucking wrath. Really doing much to my hair. I'm just going to let it stay down. And just brush it, I guess. So I wanted to show you these leggings. So these leggings I thought were adorable. Oh no, I got a small. I'm going to have to see if my daughter wants these, because they're not going to fit me. I was like, these are really, really small. So I'm going to ask her if she wants them. If not, I'm going to take them back. But I thought they were really cute. So I can't wear those today. But then I found these. And they're Savage X Fenty. Look at the back of them. They're fucking see-through. Like, see, that's my hand. So I think these are meant to be for working out. But I wanted some more leggings to, like, wear. So I'm going to try them out and see. They got like this like mesh stuff that goes like, it literally runs all the way up the leg on the top here above the butt. And then it goes all the way back down on the other leg. Like it's all connected. But they're just like some black leggings. I mean, you can't tell unless I put them on. So we're going to put them on and try them and see how I feel about them. These leggings feel so nice. Like, I just love the feel of them. I don't know why. They're like nice and smooth and like kind of soft at the same time. I mean, I know that they're supposed to be like workout leggings, you know, like to work out in. But I like the workout active leggings because they look, you know, I just love leggings, period. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like them. They just are nice, you know, and they're great with like a long shirt like the one I'm wearing today. But let me show you the legs and the booty so that you can see it. So the legs, like I said, it goes all the way down to the ankle. And then it's not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like right on the booty crack. And it's not. So I'm really excited. And they're high-waisted. And I feel like it just like sucks everything together. Even though you can still see my gut. It's not like bleh. You know what I'm saying? It's like boop. So I just found out that Trump is in Nashville today. Yeah. Somewhere in Nashville. I don't know exactly. I'm assuming he's hitting the more devastated spots. I think he wants to see like the progress of Western North Carolina, especially Asheville, since the hurricane. So I'm kind of like curious what he's doing. Like, I've heard that he's housing some people, you know, the people that are living in tents in Swannanoa and other places into better housing instead of those raggedy ass tents. Because I did hear that a baby had passed away from freezing to death and 2 adults. So that's pretty sad. And I hate to hear that, because no baby should be out in the freezing cold, you know, in elements like that, you know. I know I don't want to be in those kind of elements when it gets down to like below, I don't know, 50 degrees. But yeah, he's somewhere in Asheville, so traffic's going to be like shit today. I have to go get my daughter here shortly, and hopefully I don't run into anything like that. Hopefully it's all said and done. But like where I'm at, like the interstate that I'm at is close to the airport. So I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be fun to like try to go through. Might have to find a better route to go. I don't even know, because like majority of our roads that was swept away from hurricane is still not fixed. So that's the issue that I'm running upon. So I'm gonna have to find a better route to go. And I don't want to do that because I'm comfortable with the route that I take to go get my kid, and now I have to go a different route. Yay. But yeah, I just thought I would update you guys because I just found that out. Now, mind you, I have not been on TikTok since the ban, hardly that often. I've been just mostly like watching videos on YouTube and Netflixing it up and stuff, because I'm trying to, you know, not get used to TikTok anymore since it's about to get banned. Even though we almost had that for like 12 hours or something. Let's hope my car starts. If you've seen the last vlog, I talked about my starter. So let's hope that it starts. Here we go. Pray. All I do these days. Got my car started, finally. After many tries, she decided she was gonna wake up. This car is starting to get on my last nerves, but I gotta keep her, you know, until I have something better, you know. So I just got off the phone with my roommate, and she was calling me because she was at the store and asking me if I needed anything from the store. And I said, I don't know how many drinks I've got left, but if I need drinks, I definitely would love to have some more drinks. And so she was getting that and something for dinner tonight. We're gonna have nachos because it's Nacho Friday. I know that sounded a little crazy to laugh, but anyway, I think it's every Friday or every other Friday her job has like what's called team meetings, where they physically have to go into the office and like sit down and have meetings and talk about things, you know. And her boss, which, you know, he's been amazing to me, he's been amazing to my roommate, he's just been an amazing person as is, and he's well known around Asheville. He was he asked about me and asked how the job interview went and stuff, and then my roommate had told him, well, she didn't get the job, but she didn't crumble. And you know, I said, yeah, I didn't crumble, because as soon as I got off that phone, I was already looking up more jobs, baby. That's just what I do. That's how I roll. He's gonna put in a few good words and recommendation to places that he knows of so I can get in. So I'm excited to see where the next step goes. I told you, I told you guys. I said there's a reason that I didn't get this job. Just putting it out there. There is a reason that I didn't get this job. My purpose is not there. My purpose was not meant to be there. And that's okay. And I'm fine with it, you know? So I'm excited. I'm excited for what opportunity brings along for that now. Which I'm just praying that he can find me a great place to work until I'm able to work there for him. Because I definitely want him to be my boss, because he has just been amazing to me. And so is his wife. I mentioned that earlier. And I have to wait until April, which is fine. I can wait that long. I went to go get Shyla and left without her. That's my kid for you. She, I get all the way over to her friend's house, which is her best friend, actually. And one of her friends who had moved away was over there. So she wanted to hang out, spend time with him. And, so, you know, I allowed her to do that. Oh my gosh, that was scary. So I said, okay. And I said, what time you want me to pick you up? And she goes, about 6. I can't do it as good as she did it, but I was like, okay. I told her, I was like, just text me when you're ready. Just please don't text me when it's, you know, 5 o'clock traffic or heavy traffic on the road. So just ate some nachos. They were really, really good. Now me and Gizzy are just chilling. When I got home, I organized my room a little bit. I cleaned that table off and my closet. I got all my clothes put up for the most part, besides my work uniforms. The next adventure is this desk with my TV on it. It's not so bad cluttered, but I feel like it is cluttered at the same time. And then I gotta fix this little area right here. Pretty much just have to like slide the drawers in and like throw stuff on this little drawer set away. And then I want to wash this blanket, but I have to wash my comforter first because he got sick a few days ago and I just threw it by the washer. And so I have to get that washed, but I also have to I need to take these sheets off and the pillowcases. I need to wash them. Like, I'm not gonna do them today because I'm like, you know. So yeah, but for the most part, I've got it pretty much organized and clean because I really, really want to do a room tour, but I want to wait and make sure that everything's all good. I also need to like organize the shelf in my closet, but my shelf in my closet is just like storage. I got on TikTok, went down the rabbit hole of Trump being in Asheville today. Heard all these people's stories and stuff, and I can only imagine. I mean, I dealt with the hurricane, but in a different way. I just lost power and water, like most of everyone in Asheville I did. But I can't imagine losing everything that I own, losing people that I love, and having to like live in tents and it's 10 degrees outside or 9 degrees or it's snowing outside or it's wet, you know, or it's really, really hot, or I just can't fathom that. Like, I can't imagine being in that situation, you know. Like, I prayed every day for them people that were in those conditions, and since the hurricane and since I heard that they were all living like that. And then Trump comes in and he's like, yo, after 4 days of being in office, you know, he's making sure they're in apartments and that are fully furnished. And, you know, he's talking about diminishing the FEMA program all in all, and allowing the states to have different fundings for disasters like this. And I think that's a good idea. And, you know, say what you want about Trump, but he has hit the ground running, trying to make sure that we're not forgotten here in Western North Carolina. And I'm very happy that he's our president, not the other person, because all I can think of at this point is the fact that if Kamala was in office, we would still be just sitting. And he's going to make sure our roads are fixed, riverbeds are fixed, asphalt is fixed, you know. And in 4 days he did that. You know, the other administration just sat on their ass and gave $750 checks to people. Like that was going to be substantial to help in any way, shape, or form other than to get some food. He's doing some good right now, and you need to chill out. Let him do his thing. I know there's other things that he's addressed that probably I don't agree with, but you know, at this point, this is something I can agree on. So, yeah. But I took my makeup off and I'm ready to lay down and chill. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Hope I don't lose my shit tomorrow. I really do.